Bro, you put perfume?
Yes, I just.
You put perfume, I guess?
Yeah, like.
You like coming here like at home, like
Bro, I've been living here for a few months.
It's my house already.
It's my dog there. I'm a bit sick after outbreak, so we start already. You started.
No, I didn't start. All right, guys. So welcome to the late night talking show. Thank you for visiting my crib and bringing your tea here. What tea we drink?
It's a red tea.
Red tea.
Red tea. It's a Chinese tea. Red tea. You can see the color.
Can you tell me the difference between teas? Like why, like red, black, green?
I didn't know this conversation gonna go this side. I'm into teas a lot. You too, Andre. Like visiting China, for me, always like $200 goes for the tea, man. And actually, the difference between tea, it's kind of people say that it's the same tea, but the fermenting is different. So it's the same tea leaves and tea trees,
But the process is
the
different.
process of preparing this tea is different, and that's why it gives different flavor, different kind of smell, even, and different colors too.
And let's try to connect it with breaking. Which type of tea you will drink the morning of the competition and the night of the competition?
Oh, man.
Is there
actually
some
super
nice
Super good question, because there is a lot of types of tea, as I said, and some of the teas are more morning because it's for focusing.
Oh.
So green teas are more for morning and focus,
Like
and
more
if you
connected with
drink-
energy?
Yeah, I see it from myself because I do video editing, and sometimes if I really want to focus at the morning, I drink the green one, and then I really have focus. I can work longer and so on. But for the evening, this tea is not good because it can brings you some energy, and eventually you can sleep or you can relax. So for evening, there is one tea. It's called GABA tea, because it have inside the gamma amino acids, and
Okay.
it relaxing the muscles. Yeah,
GABA
GABA.
tea.
There is also like a vitamins GABA. You know like it's in a pills. So it gives a chance for your body to relax at evening. So this tea, GABA tea, is really good for evening, because sometimes after practice you come and you just drink and get relaxed and more chill at the night time.
Nice.
So before the battle is good the green teas, and after, I think, in the evening, like the GABA.
Yeah,
is
I think
perfect.
it can be. It's like nice option for those who don't like to drink, let's say, fake drinks, like
Yeah, man. Like
or just grab
energetic.
yeah,
just
energetic.
grab good coffee as well. But it can
Mm.
shake you a little bit,
Yeah,
It can, like,
true. You are like an expert of coffee, right?
bro, you see it from my reels. Like the main secret of the reel. Whatever you say, whatever you speak about, just do coffee
Yeah, then
at the
it's working.
background. Then it's gonna work. You remember that reel that I made, preparing the coffee and talking about why your food fork is still not
Yeah.
working as a good transition? And somebody in the comments wrote down, "Yo, what a polite and smooth way to say that you are whack." Like taking your time, preparing the coffee, talking light without like pressure, but like on
Actually,
point.
I remember the joke that we've been dropping that 1 month's preparation program. Yeah, and at that point, when you drop this video, in chat we start talk like, okay, next next course is about how to make good coffee or something.
Coffee mood.
Coffee mood. Like,
Actually, we just came back from outbreak, all of us, and everybody. Yeah, everyone experience outbreak in different way, but still, remember, we've been sitting at the first day of prelims and waiting for our top 32 battles, and we were talking about that situation that we can see from time to time at breaking events. Yeah, when there is a final decision and a judge stands between the participants, and they start to make this kind of cringe or like joke style,
So funny, eh?
joke style, announcement of the winner, like with the both hands, and then like another hand going down, then another hand, like all this stuff. Yeah, like all this stuff, and like, no, you loser. No, who is the winner? 1, 2, 3. That's the main judge came here. This is the head judge of the event. So, like, what do you think about this? Is it like normal to do such stuff, or like have you experienced it as a participant, for example?
I'm so lucky that I never had this situation, and actually I don't know how I will react if someone. No. That's the thing, that since I think like 1 year ago, sometimes when I saw someone doing like this, I like to share it on my stories, because yeah, in one side is funny to see, but in other side, if you think deeper, is super up. Okay, Olympics it wasn't like this because it was with the screen and everything. But just imagine that the way of choosing the winner, it will be like by raising the hand. Imagine that you spend like 4 or 5 months of your life,
Man, 4 years.
4 years,
4 years
like
preparing for the Olympics.
preparing for the Olympics, and then you are in the final. You are so stressed, but okay, let's go 3, 2, 1, and then bro. Imagine you are in this situation. Once you start to feel your arm rising, something inside of you start to like
Dopamine, like
explode, adrenaline,
dopamine.
dopamine, like everything. So imagine after 1 second, you feel this. Like, like
You feel destroyed. You feel destroyed, kinda.
devastated.
Like, what is the point of making it? Like, from the perspective of the judge, why?
That's the thing, that I don't know why. I don't know if they think that it's funny, or it's like to put some extra, like, like spices or something like this. I really don't get it. Then there is another way of doing that for me doesn't look so bad. Then it's like 10, 9.
I do it sometimes. Sometimes I do it.
This, for me, this is not.
And then you put one hand.
Okay,
and one...
it's not so bad because you still have time to realize that something is happening. Like, okay, both hands are okay, so they didn't choose the winner. Okay, but bro, this.
When you using both hands and like kind of during the countdown, you put it up. It's very similar to what we see on the screen when even at
Yeah,
outbreak,
exactly.
both of the bars going up, and then you can see at the last moment who is taking, right? So I mean, it's not something like crazy, but I think it's nice to talk about this and like
Yeah, of course, and especially to, I don't know, maybe someone who will be judging in the future, they will watch this video and they will think more. Like, okay, I don't want to do this because it's true. Like, it's really situation for those who are in the final under the pressure, under the stress, and just because you want to have fun for 2 seconds. I mean, like, I don't get it really when they do this, and more. You see them doing this and they are laughing and having fun, and it's like, bro, like, it's not funny. I don't know if you watched this video. What's the account of this guy? It's from US. I think he's from Massive Monkeys, and he has a Instagram of memes, like funny videos.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was one video that he posted about this. It's like a big girl was judging, and then she made like this, then she made like that, and the crewmate of the first guy who did this, he was already like taking him and celebrating.
Oh my God.
And he was looking
This
like,
is so bad.
this
is so bad.
This is crazy,
let's go a little bit more to serious stuff. I know that you both were collaborating before the Olympics, and JohnnyFox was helping you to prepare for Olympics, like in physical way, to reach your prime condition and to come to the Olympics in your peak form. Can you share maybe couple insights or like good memories about this? What was it's all about? How it felt to work together, and what struggles you experienced on that way?
Actually, that was super nice collab because at the beginning, when the whole preparation started, because the journey was 3.5 years, so it's like long, and at the end of the year, sometimes I felt so kind of less motivation, less even like the meaning of Olympics for me was start to be like, oh my god, do I really want this? Do I really need to be there? I think I've been an athlete all my life. From 4 till 8 years, I did gymnastic, so I did it professionally. From 9 till 12, 13, I did swimming, also professionally. So I know how to work in a pro level as a kid, you know. And gymnastics is crazy actually because they really push you crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
somewhere in my mind, I always had it like, if you want to be professional, you need to work like professional. Yeah, you need to have the approach, you need to have the discipline and so on. And sometimes when you create in the program for yourself, it's impossible to do dance side. Let's say you preparing your rounds, you preparing your stuff, creating new moves, new transitions, whatever, and then plus that you also go to the gym and you create for yourself the workouts.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Like for me, when I try to do this, I came to the gym and like, okay, what should I do? Pull-ups, man. I do pull-ups, nice.
Yeah, but why?
Push-ups,
How many?
then like I was like, maybe it's not gonna work. I
Yeah.
found one guy, actually. I found one guy, and he was coach here in Poland, in Warsaw, and he was ex Bboy. He stopped doing breaking for maybe 8 years already, and he's super big. He's a coach in a lot of people, but he never been working with the dancers. And I started to work with him, and I felt like nice. I felt more power, but at some point I felt like, yo, it's not that what I need, because I felt more heavy, and I felt that at some points I kind of slowed down at the practice, and I can't make things what I could do it easily, you know. And actually, by the accident, the guy had injured, and he stopped doing coaching. And I was like, okay, who I need to find, yeah. And then I was like, yo, Johnny's doing it, yeah, like Johnny's coaching. And I hit you up straight, and
Yeah.
you've been, yeah, man, let's do it. And actually, from the first day we met, you explained me how you work and what's the program is about, and what is the point, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, it's so perfect. And from my side at that moment, I was like, yo, I really believed that you are as a professional coach, and I'm as a professional athlete. I believe you, that you can guide me into this stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
I think this is the best thing what can happen when both trust each other, you know, because sometimes it's happening that you work with someone who wants to work with a personal trainer, but I don't know why this person don't trust
100%.
100%, you know.
The
So it's
process.
yeah, so it's like, man, you are paying to me to do this. I have the knowledge, you have the skills, let's put everything together. And the first thing always I'm saying to them is like, just trust the process. Is and more this way of working out, when we focus more about performance than just getting big muscles. Sometimes we have a workouts that you don't feel that your muscles are working, and then that's why they don't trust it, you know, because we as a b-boys and b-girls, we have this mindset of no pain no gain, but it's not working like this, you know, like
Not
that,
always,
not
yeah.
always, not always. Like every workout and every exercise or every rep has its own
Be painful.
no, like
On purpose,
yes,
purpose.
exactly, like we are not working the same way, like 2 months before the competition than 1 week before the competition. So as you say before, it's super nice and it's working really good when you have already a program, because I had also I wasn't a personal trainer before, so I was working with a guy who is also b-boy and he's a personal trainer. And once I start to work with him, I saw how important it is to have a program, because it's totally different when you wake up and you are like, okay, I will go to the gym, what to do today, and then you put like YouTube workout and then you have like classic general routines. And when you're working with someone who knows how to program to have like a
plan
big form,
everything,
you
to
know,
plan, yeah.
bro, then it's like a game changer when you
Man.
wake up and you are like, okay, today I have this and this and this, and you go, and I don't know, it's something here that clicks
Yeah,
and
actually,
change.
if you remember, we start work kind of maybe a little bit more than half year before the Olympics. It's not like we was not preparing all that time, yeah, because Olympics way was like the prep selection was long, and I was at some point I was like, what the hell? Why didn't we make it before? You know,
Yeah.
because I really felt the difference. First of all, that what you said, that I really believed that you doing right. and was totally 100%. I come, you show me what to do, and I just do it. I not asking the questions. As a joke, I was like,
No,
oh,
of
how many
course.
reps more? We've been
Yeah.
joking a lot. It was so many
Yeah.
funny moments, but still, I was like, okay, I believe the process. I believe that it's right way. And then eventually, also, I start to research by myself about all of that,
Super
super
compensation and
compensation, other
everything.
points, and somehow this info start coming. Also, we had the doctor, and she told me a lot about this, and she said like, yeah, this is the right way because other athletes do the same, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
so
of
I'm
course.
on the right path, you know. And
Yeah.
the other point for me was so much energy kind of release, because if I would plan it by myself, I still need time,
Yeah.
energy, and creative, like, okay, how can I do this and so on. And then I come and you just do it, and I'm doing my thing, I'm doing workouts, and you show me what to do. I don't spend my energy and time to create the workouts for myself. So
Yeah,
that was for
exactly.
me the best point. And yeah, I think it helped me a lot, and I really felt that at the Olympics, because of super compensation, we really get into the peak. And physically, I've been like really good prepared, you know. Mentally, maybe it was few moments that I could be better, but because I had physically good level,
This
my
also
mental
gives
and
you.
my skills, like breaking skills, get a little bit more than I would be, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, of
So
course.
that's the good point too.
You can say that you felt the difference between two approaches. Like as you said at the beginning, you was working with, let's say,
At the
more
beginning, I've been working by
by
myself.
yourself. Then
Not
you've been
good.
working with the person who do more like regular workout routines, not specifically designed
For performance,
for
let's say.
performance.
Yeah.
And then you work with Johnny Fox, who specifically working on that direction. You felt the difference, right?
Yeah, it was actually was big difference. But the thing is that right now I just realized that I've been working with one more guy in Lodz in other city, and he was like a triathlon guy, but he had really a lot of knowledge about preparing. And the interesting thing that when I came to his session first time, he told me like, show me your sport or show me what you're doing, and I showed 3 5 videos, and he was like, oh, okay, for the next day, next session, I'm gonna prepare the program. So he really did good, and a lot of exercise what you've been showing was pretty close what he been showing,
Nice.
you know. But I did it short, like I think for 2 months, and I start to feel difference. And then I moved to Warsaw, so I changed the place. I had no this guy anymore, and I started to search for the other. And the other one was the guy who been more like building
Yeah.
the muscles, I guess. I mean, he been helping me still, but not good. But the difference, as you said, like each of that situation, I really felt the difference in my stamina, in my confidence. Even like, okay, I'm confident that I can do this. I
Yeah.
really can do
Yeah.
this. I start to feel more power and more control on the freezes, you know, more sharp, and kind of the rounds was like really packed from the beginning till the end. I was like, wow, this is really working.
Yeah, also now that we are talking about this, I want to connect it with something that yesterday happened, because I shared yesterday some stories about Hero 10, because now I'm working with him and he won the outbreak, and like congrats for him.
Shout out to Hero 10.
Yeah. But also, like, after I post a video of him training, I was thinking like, wow, I feel that I have very big responsibility of also talking that not everything it's about working out, you know, because especially for the new generations, I had some clients, they were young, and I got some questions like, oh, if I do these workouts, I will improve my braking. And it's like, man, it's not working like this. Of course, by working out, you can transfer this strength into your braking through explosiveness and so on. But if you want to improve your braking, the only way you have is doing braking, you know.
Exactly.
And this is something that I really, yesterday, especially yesterday when I shared this video of Hero 10 working out, I felt that I need to explain this, you know, because it's true that right now we have the how to say, like, we should educate in the good way the new generations. So sometimes by showing like specific workouts or a specific way of working out, the new generation can take it in the wrong way, and they can think that, okay, that's the way to have success. And it's not like this, you know. Like, first of all, we are b-boys and b-girls. our discipline is breaking, and if you want to improve and become better as a b-boy or bigger, you have to do your own discipline. Like, it's nothing more specific than breaking, you know.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
don't forget about this.
So, like, to make a conclusion, through workouts, you can prepare your body and to make it stronger. But in order to be good in breaking, still you need to work on your concepts, on your vocabulary, on
Yeah,
your
of course.
content, on your rounds, on the structure of your rounds. But with a good physical condition, you will be way more prepared.
Yeah, like, you know, my way of thinking about this, it's like, let's think as an artist, okay? We as an artist, what is our tool work? Our body,
Body, yeah,
right?
of
I
course.
can't imagine Picasso, for example, not taking care of his
Instruments,
brushes,
yeah.
you know. So for me, for example, those b-boys or biggers who are not really taking care of their body, for me, sorry, maybe I'm so like rude talking like this, but for me, they are not taking care about their art. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because, for example, why I'm working out? Yeah, I'm working out because I want to have better performance and so on. But also, I'm working out because my body is my tool to create art. So by sharpening my tools, I will present a better piece of art.
Yeah,
No,
no, totally makes sense. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah,
you know
good.
what I mean?
That's a good point, and good point to deliver it to
Yeah.
people who watching us. What do you think about that situation? I mean, maybe it happening already for a while, but honestly, I experienced it a lot at Outbreak this year. That feeling that breaking already reaching the level of super clean
Perfection.
perfectionism, hardcore moves, jumps, speed, and everything. And it's amazing, of course, to see what human body can execute. But it seemed to me that crowd what were like kind of bored of what they see. They already get used to these crazy moves, to crazy clean sets, rounds. That sometimes the b-boy or a big girl were doing unbelievable hard moves, yeah. But crowd were just like empty. They were just like sitting, not reacting at all. No emotions, nothing. Like with the
Yeah,
like
pocket
face,
face.
yeah, poker face. And then we see the contrast from the duo Diaz and Calmius.
Yeah.
When they come in the moment, obviously their level of moves were not so insane as we can see during other battles, but they were in the moment,
Yeah,
in the
the
freestyle zone, without really taking care what people gonna think about them, without holding themselves, getting out of the box, breaking all the rules, freestyling. Like that's a connection
yeah.
as a routine. It was a freestyle connection to just begun, and then the people woke up. And emotions and everybody start to go like crazy, wow. And we also can see that this video right now is flying viral in Instagram and getting more of views and likes and comments than crazy sets.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this? Like is it like the beginning of a new cycle, and finally maybe after this I don't know, 5-6 years of insane perfection breaking, we're coming back to more like represent yourself, having fun, and being who you are in the moment? Or it's still gonna be a rare thing in breaking, like how you see the next couple years? Like, is it gonna develop that direction, or people still gonna be stuck only in execution?
As I told you before, I think everything in life is working with cycles, you know, like fashion, like everything. And I think with art, it's also the same.
The same, yeah.
So maybe like 3-4 years ago, the you know, the thing what makes hype the people was like these crazy moves, like crazy tricks and so on. And now we are coming back again to this era of representing your own style, showing different something different, being more in the moment. And for example, I think also what's happening with those reactions from the crowd is that now social medias are packed with this kind of like moves and
Clean.
everything,
Okay.
but we don't have those like moments of being in the moment. That's why when we go to real competitions and you have those real moments, you react like, what is this? Because we are like overstimulate with this perfection, this, you know what I mean? So I think that's why now people start to react again in a good way when they see things happening in the moment, because we don't have this in social media. And now I'm not talking about just breaking, but for example, like girls, or not only girls but also men, like when they post a picture, to post this picture they make 20 of them and they always post the perfect one, you know. And I think in breaking it's happening the same. Like when you see like a crazy round on Instagram, it doesn't mean that this guy make 12 perfect rounds in the competition, but always we see the perfect one, you know. So we are tired of seeing perfect things. That's why when this happen, when these things happening in the moment, like I don't know, Calmius finished the round and then Diaz just start to listen to the song and he was like, okay, I will do this thing in the moment. The people get crazy because it's totally unexpected.
Even
you
though
know?
it was like easy things, kind of.
Yeah, but
nothing. But
totally
at
unexpected.
the other side is like the moment, and never been happened before, never gonna repeat again, I guess. Yeah, and that's the point that I always been searching for in breaking. Actually, even Olympics, when the Olympic journey started, I was like, okay, should I really care about this system of judging? Like, okay, all of this, of course, like you, if you want to win, you need to care about some points. But still, I was like, okay, should it influence my style? Should
Yeah.
it change me that much that I gonna finish Olympic and I'm like totally different? No, I was like, okay, my point is like I do my thing, my myself, even though like some people not gonna like it, or even some people not gonna be like, wow, he's dope. I mean, I don't need to be super dope and the best one, but I want to be authentic and be myself. And that's the point what breaking missing right now, I guess, because trending, like especially new generation, they see if someone hit it, if someone winning, you can see this wave when all kids start to be
To
same,
reply, yeah, they
like,
try to
oh,
reply.
this guy's winning, yeah, this is the
I do
way.
this
And yeah,
formula.
and they change. I never change myself by the hype.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if you see some good guy and he's really dope, maybe he's not I mean, he's not trending right now, I could be inspired. I could, let's say I'm not biting, but I kind of, wow, what's he doing? Wow, this like balance mode, or maybe some transitions are nice, and maybe I can repeat something just to test it. Yeah, but never change my style because someone do it
Yeah,
and
of
it
course.
works for him. Calmius and Diaz, the moment of like, how to call it?
They created this
Yeah, they
moment,
call create the moment that never happened before, like, or many years not happening in breaking. So for many people it could be like, wow, I could do like this, oh my god, like let's do it. So maybe this is the next wave. Also, it would be dope because otherwise I think Olympic also influence a lot, because everyone need to be perfect, everyone need to do like right thing and the right moment into the music, blah blah blah, clean and so on. And maybe people get tired of it, because everything is so clean. So we need this how to
Spontaneous
dirty
moments.
breaking. Me and Raptor, actually, we've been like, okay, let's go to this outbreak and let's be dirty. Like, don't do clean. If you fall down, fall down. And I fall down 5 times during the battles, and I was like, wow, that was bad crash. But I was okay. I let myself do this because before Olympics, I was always like, oh, I need to be perfect, never fall down, and so on. But now I don't care if I fall down. Yes, I'm a human. I'm not the robot. I'm not the perfect one, and so on. So I can do whatever. I fall down, and I comes out from this fall down somehow that maybe someone gonna realize it if this crash is crazy. I crashed from the I crashed from the freeze, hit my head, and I was
Yeah?
like, what the hell, bro? At
I
the
didn't see this.
top 32, man. I crashed like crazy. I hit my head, and I was like, only one thing in my mind, like, okay, you crashed,
Am I
but
alive?
goes out. No, no, I was like goes out
Where
that
am I?
almost actually, but I was like goes out that maybe someone not realize that it's happened. But a
looking
lot
like
of people realize.
looking like this.
Somebody of you said that it's kind of easy moves and easy things to do, right? But in the moment. But I think the hardest part of this
To make it.
is actually to take a risk, overstep your fear that everybody watching you,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
and really to make this happen. Because I think
and
when
that's become not that easy.
and
Actually.
that's become not easy, and I think that's exactly what's stopping 99% of people to make it happen.
Yeah.
Because they so following the line of their daily breaking routine and their rounds, that it become almost impossible to get out of this box and to be free and take a risk and even crash. But especially at the event like this, and maybe to put the win against the crash,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
against the risk. Like, okay, I can do very clean round and probably 90% I will win. Yeah. But from other side, I can take a risk and maybe I will do
Create a moment.
even crazier round, being in the moment, freestyle, and it's gonna be super amazing and hype,
Like legendary moments.
legendary. But you're not taking this risk and you still keep following that line,
The safe
standard, right?
zone.
Yeah, the safe zone. And I think that's what a lot of people nowadays experiencing. But yeah, that's the hardest to get out of
Yeah, of
this.
course.
But actually, like to be true, like even our life right now is like that. We better put the mask and we do not show ourselves as the real one. Yeah,
Yeah, like
because
filters.
it's because like most of the people live like this, and it's hard to be yourself nowadays. It's hard to show the weak points. I mean, everyone just show like the best one, like, check this out, I'm so confident, I'm this, I'm that, and so on. And actually by covering by showing only the best sides, we kind of scared to show these weak sides, yeah, or some weak sides, the sides that are exist too. And actually one question was at the outbreak, uh, and I did a short kind of interview, and they had a question about like how do I deal with the fear before the battle. And that's actually the big point of how our brain works. Because let's say if we don't give ourselves chance to scare, or the worst is like to fight with the scare. Because everyone, I think you also, before the battle we all have stress,
It's
more
like
or
a
less,
natural
yeah,
reaction.
more or less. But we have stress before the judge showcase, before workshop, before something what makes you like spend some time and do something, especially if you are a responsible person. Yeah, if you have the responsibility to do something, you have stress. So the worst thing before the showcase or something is like to stop scaring, like, oh, I can't scare, I should be like confident and so on. So you start fighting with the scare, and that moment the scare start to grow, right? There is a small technique, it called 5 minute scare. You have a clock, and you give yourself 5 minutes of scare, but crazy, like, and trying to feel yourself, it's before the battles, like crazy, like, I mean, not fighting with it, but just let it go. Yeah, you start to feel yourself, okay, what's going on, my stomach, my legs, how do I feel this? And then you just live through this, so you don't fight, and you give this 5 minutes, and when the clock stops, you start to, okay, now I gave myself this scare moment, and now it's time to be brave, it's time to be super focused, super confident, and so on, and let's go. So by doing this, you kind of give your brain and yourself emotions to live through. Because most of the time for us it's better to have happy emotions, like, oh, I need love, I need happy, I need this, but we kind of fight with something bad.
Yeah.
But actually something bad is just one more emotion. If you fight with this, it's hard for you to be happy, same, or hard for you to be free, so but when you give yourself space to scare, to feel, I don't know, even like jealous. Some people, oh, I shouldn't jealous. Sometimes we jealous, but why we jealous? Because we want something that someone already have, but I don't. And if I switch it a little bit, so why don't I have it? Maybe I practice not that much than this person. Maybe I do less than this person.
Yeah, so
And
basically
eventually,
it's
yeah,
important to feel all
yeah,
of those
if you
emotions.
feel it really, you start to realize why I feel it, because I'm responsible. For
Yeah.
example, I want to do as best as possible at the event, and it's normal. But if you give yourself this space of fear, then there is more space for be brave, be like really sharp,
Yeah.
with your rounds.
Yeah.
So it's good topic too.
So, guys, I have a question for you, because normally when we are doing workshops, people ask to us like, "Oh, maybe you can give me some advice or some tool of how to improve this or how to improve that." And this last year, I realized what is, for example, for me, the most powerful tool in terms of, like, for example, like shining more, or I don't know, like improving your performance in the competition. And for example, I realized that what make us shine is the confident, like being confident, but how to be confident or how to work with the confident. I realized that the most powerful thing for me is to stop comparing with others. Like for me, this was like the most powerful tool I discovered. And it's funny because always we're talking about this, like, no, you don't need to compare with, but we never really like apply this. And more now with social medias, like we are all the time comparing, all the time. Like, look, this guy is doing crazy high power move. I can't even do handstand, and then you compare, then you stop to trust your moves and your sets, and then you start to go like this. And it was in the beginning of the year when I say to myself, like, yo, stop to compare with others. Be focused about your way. Be focused about what you're doing. Trust your moves. Trust your sets. And in one moment, just
That's
click.
dope. That's dope,
You
actually.
know, and because you trust in what you are doing, you are making your moves and your sets shine. So I think for me this is one of the most powerful tools. And I want to connect this with, for example, with this moment with Diaz and Calmius. I think this moment was like this because Diaz trusts himself like crazy, and he's showing this to the rest of the people, and everyone there was feeling this confidence that he was showing because he trusts what he's
For
doing.
sure, for
And
sure.
I don't know, I really don't know him like so close, but I'm pretty sure that he's not comparing with others. Like he knows what he's doing, and that's why when he do what he does, it's like crazy level.
It's shining.
So
Yeah,
what is
that's
for
cool.
you guys like a
You wanna go
powerful
first?
tool?
Like I think that we definitely live in the era of comparison, and I think what you said makes point.
Makes sense. Yeah.
For sure, makes sense. Yeah. For me, to choose only one tool, yeah, it's a little bit hard, but I would say I would go with the not taking care about what people think about you. For me, I think it was life
It's kind of
changing. Life
close
changing.
to the comparing too, right? It's like somewhere in between.
Comparison, you compare yourself with what other
Yeah.
people do. What I'm speaking about is that don't pay attention on how people judging you,
Okay.
what they think about you and what they expect from you,
That's
because
cool.
that energy is actually putting you in that fear zone. Because
Yeah.
when you're going to the battle, you start to think, okay, who I battle? Oh, he is strong, or she is strong. If I'm gonna lose, what people gonna think? Oh, they're gonna say I'm already not the same as I was before, or
Wow.
they're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
say, I was, he did bad, like, or he was better on the video, and many other, like fears
Thoughts, yeah.
that's really blocking you. When you have these thoughts in your mind and you start to let them go into your condition, into your body, you will not build the moment, you will not be free, you will be locked
Yeah.
in, you will be in that zone that gonna limit all your freedom. And when your freedom is limited, how can you be inside of the moment and inside of your freestyle, to be free inside of your style? It's not possible. From my experience, I know exactly that that type of thoughts been with me for many years, since I started to break. Then in the, let's say, in the middle, period of my breaking, when I was doing like 10, 15 years of breaking, it always was in my head, that pressure. But I understand that I create this pressure by myself.
Of
It's in
course.
your head,
Yeah,
sure.
taking care about this too much, while I even don't know anybody of these people, you know. But they, some random guy can throw a piece of like bad energy to me, and I would be like, oh, it might, like. So it's not easy, but I start to learn already many years ago, step by step, to not let it into my environment.
That's cool.
It is very hard for me, but step by step, right now I feel that I already reach very good result for myself, compared to, let's say, like 6, 7 years ago, when it was really hardcore
Like
for me.
overthinking.
Yeah, and now I let it go, and it make me feel so much better inside of my breaking, so more free inside of my breaking. I start to be able to take a risk. I start to be able to go to the gym
That's
and to
cool.
make a round without actually planning how I'm gonna start this round. Like, just go. Okay? Like, at outbreak, I went just like that, go. And a lot of things happen in the moment, and I start to enjoy this feeling. This feeling make me more happy
Yeah, of course.
than to execute clean, perfect round, which I can do as well, planned round, but I don't feel so happy from that. And now I learned it, and I think that that tool is very useful. It takes time, but I will continue to develop it and expand the effect of this idea. Like, not to be worrying about what people gonna think, what they expect from you, what they're waiting from you. Just do your thing, and trust this process in the moment.
Nice. That's
That
cool.
makes you really that makes you free.
I don't know if I can call it like a tool, but it's more like a concept what I been using for many years already, and the concept called give and receive. Give and receive, and that's like a world universe rule, I guess, because if you watch any position, any place, there is always like the concept of give and receive. I will try to explain. Is like if you compare it with the nature, for example, and we have a tree, yeah, and it's like apple tree. So the apple tree is on the ground, right, and it takes everything from the ground, is like taken, yeah, taken from the ground, all nutritions, everything like minerals and so on, and it brings it to the apple, right, as the fruit. So the fruit is something what apple tree gives, and someone can take it, eat it, make feel good and so on, make these nutritions get into your body, kind of. So the tree gives, and you receive it, and then eventually, like back on the days, people been living on the nature, right, they've been living on the ground. So it sounds funny, but people making on the ground, so it gives into the ground again, so it's in a circle way. If we compare it in our daily lifestyle, sometimes people are, especially nowadays, people are so empty, they don't have nothing to give, and they only take. So but how to give actually is to research, to spend some time for yourself, to refill yourself somehow. It's all about what you eat, what you read, what you watch, yeah, what content you kind of digest, yeah, what people you surround by. If you go to some event, as the b-boys, b-girls, we can feel it when you go to some event and you like refilled, you coming back and like, wow, that was dope, you really get something there. And of course you bring something there too, your energy, yeah, you bring it to the cipher, you bring it to the battle. So it's the same concept, give and receive. So it helping me a lot at the times when I'm empty and I feel, wow, I'm empty now. So I'm stopping myself at some point for a few months, let's say, to refill myself with some new ideas, new concepts, and so on. And then I come again to some event and I'm giving. So my fruit is like actually that the concept, if we compare with the nature, like we need to grow some fruits to give something. For example, our fruits are dancing, yeah. Maybe your fruit also like coaching, yeah, you coach people, you find this information and someone come to you and say, wow, nice fruit, let me try. And they try it and like, wow, it helps me in my craft. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have the things and when you grow good um, fruits, yeah, people gonna be around, you're gonna feel better. And it makes me live better life, I guess. And it's also gives me chance to let myself be not that stressed in breaking anymore, because before I was like always competing. Even though I was super empty, I was like, oh, compete, compete, compete. And you already so empty that you don't give nothing to your family, to your to your friends and so on, and you just take, take, take. And eventually some people like, man, I don't want to be around you, you only take, and I met it few times and I felt really depressed and
Mm-hmm.
stressed, and now I'm kind of following this rule all the way, like give and receive, give and receive. Same as I said, comparing with the nature, there's the seasons. The apple grows only once at the summertime, yeah. So all that year the tree is kind of sleeping and taking the nutritions and so on, and eventually gives the apple. So that's probably what we need to do in breaking too. Sometimes give ourselves time to chill, like time to refill, refresh. Even from my perspective now, outbreak for me was first event that I compete in the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't care at all. I danced not the best in my life career, I mean breaking career, not the best. I crashed a lot, many times, but I was so happy. I did it and I was like, wow, I feel good, even better than I was been winning some events sometimes and so on. Because it's all about what you have inside and what you bring. And I think people feel it.
I want to come back to my topic about comparison. I want to share this with the people, and maybe it will be useful for them. And of course, if they want, they can try to read this book. But there is one book, The Gap and the Gain. I don't know if you read or The Gap and the Gain. Sullivan, I think, is the. And it's super dope what he's saying. And it's about we have in life we have two sides. We have the side of the gap and the side of the gain. And when we focus or we put the attention in the side of the gap, this will bring to us like depression, like negative thoughts and so on. So to let you understand, the side of the gap is when we compare ourselves with expectations, with future things. So, for example, I don't have this car, I don't have this house, I can't do these moves, I'm not winning these competitions, and blah blah blah. If we focus on this, we just get depression because it's like
100%.
I don't have this. So what this guy is saying is that we have to focus on the side of the gain. So the side of the gain is comparing with ourselves in the past. So
What I have now, what I had
what I had, yeah, like where I am and where I was. When you comparing with yourself from the past, then is no way that you are not feeling proud, happy. If you are in the same place, then
That's a
yeah,
big
then
question
it's
then.
exactly,
What?
then it's like,
Wow.
okay, like 5 years ago I'm in the same position, in the same state, then 5 years ago, then you have a problem. But 99% of the people, if they will compare themselves with their past, they improve. For example, something bad from nowadays is the social media again, like, because social medias are putting us in the side of the gap, because we are using most of the time those social medias to compare. Because as we were talking before, like everyone is just posting their perfect life.
Perfect
So
day. Yeah.
exactly, so we are just comparing ourselves with their perfect life. Like I can't be traveling, I can't be eating in this coffee shop, I can't. So let's try to compare ourselves with the past, and you will see that better thoughts will come to your mind.
That's a really good tip. Some content makers, they do the content for 1 week.
What do you mean?
During the day, they do the content
Ah,
for
yeah, yeah,
posts
yeah, yeah.
over the whole week,
Bro, I
and
know
then you're
B-boys.
watching it and comparing it, and you're just like, I want to live the same way, while it's just illusion, because
Created illusion.
it's
Yeah.
just a part of their job. That's how they monetize. That's how they attract attention. But you even have no idea what these
I
people
know.
do
I know,
other
I know.
days when they don't create
Bro, I
content.
know B-boys. They went to practice, they make videos and so on. And for example, during the whole week, they don't go to practice, but they post videos
That
training.
they are on the practice.
Yes, and then looks like he's training crazy, but no, you know.
But then you go to the gym and you
Yeah,
can
of
see
course,
that
of course.
it's not working.
So it's actually cool. Like you can make one practice per week,
you
but
split it.
make 5 videos in different clothing and then post like you are.
Of course.
different days. Yeah, that's
Still
cool.
to be
That's cool.
fresh. Like,
Yeah, I'm practicing. I'm here. I'm around.
we have more tea? No?
No, it's finished
Oh,
already.
guys, the tea is finished. It means the conversation is going to the end.
Done. It's done.
Bro, you didn't take enough of tea.
No water.
What the
anymore.
hell?
No water. No water.
Anyway, thank you guys for this beautiful conversation, and to everybody who's watching, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, do whatever you need to promote this channel. You know how we do it in the hip hop culture. Keep watching, keep doing. See you next time. Thank you, guys.